We're back with another flawless gameplay where I get 20 kills and 0 deaths in a 1.12 lobby using the STG and the Blixen. And obviously I land on top roof like I normally like to do and then try to pick off some easy kills. One of the advantages of doing this, like when people are just coming out of the air, we can see them here, or wherever people are going to be, is that they do not have spawn protection. So if you get lucky enough to get a gun, this is how you will be able to get a free kill and allow you to go ahead and rack up a kill. So I go ahead and push this. I end up hearing the guy. I see the footstep as the guy comes around. I saw the part of the leg. I come through. I end up getting there. He ended up thirsting my kill, which gives me the kill credit. And then I down this guy, swap to the pistol, so I'm able to thirst that since everyone spawns with self-revive right in the beginning. I get the reload there. I don't have any rifle ammo, so I just go ahead and switch to another gun. I'm trying to see if there's another gun I want to pick up. That's something you always got to be aware of. What can you use? I play that down so in case somebody jumps through and they're coming for that flank, or at least it goes off. Even if it doesn't down them, I'll be able to know where it's at. I didn't see exactly where that guy was. I thought he was much closer. As you can see, as I come around the corner, I kind of center myself up, assuming that the guy is going to be somewhere right here, but we can see that the guy is much further away and really isn't all that big of a threat because doesn't have a loadout gun, would have to be mounted to probably be able to hit the right amount of shots. I just do a little bit of shots as he's jumping off. In case he was one shot, I didn't really know how much they were damaged, and then we kind of went from there. So the buy station comes down. Obviously, there's not one that is normally here. Teammate gets that. I throw that right there. As somebody jumps through the window, they're going to be a little bit hard to avoid that prox mine. And it will be interesting to see kind of how they're able to do that stuff. So I can hear some footsteps on the right. I'm trying to hold this angle because I know that more than likely somebody will jump through. Obviously, with some of my videos that I really like to emphasize is trying to play as smart as possible to avoid all deaths while still being able to manage some kills. I come through, I notice that the guy's getting shot from the right. You can see right here, I only see this one guy on the mini map that you can kind of see I've circled. And then what happens is I have no clue that that other guy is pushing him. I see that there is a cluster kind of landing in, and then there's a couple people over here, and then there's one over here on the top end, which we'll go ahead and see. I can see that there's like a red mist on this dude right here. You can see that the red mist is coming out, so he's actively being shot. And this area is all clear. Like if we look over here, there's really nobody here. So it kind of leans out that the guy needs to be on this side of the map. And that's kind of what I'm looking for as I come through. I adjust my aim. I see where he's shooting from. I turn, adjust, center, and end up taking that dude out. Relatively easy kill. He's trying to go for his thirst. And you can see his teammates are over here on the mini map. They're a little bit further away. So not really have to be pressed about that reach out, because that's what you always want to be doing. As soon as you thirst a kill, look at the mini map, decide, am I in immediate danger? And then you can kind of pick whether or not you want to reload your weapon or your plate situation. I'm coming back over for the loadout. Looking around, I can see my teammates landed up there. Double checking to see if anyone's here. I thought I heard somebody. I did. The teammate ends up taking them out. So pretty standard. Still relatively slow start for landing. I mean, a lot of times you can come out of here with like 5 or 6 kills, maybe even more if you get a hot start. But obviously I've tried to play passive and aggressive at the same time, depending on the scenario. I'm thinking I'm hearing someone, teammate comes through, I get an assist there, not really much, and our teammate's coming back. I grab the loadout for the first time, and I'm pretty much using the standard STG build and the Blixen that I talked about in my video. Since we are playing a little bit higher game mode, my Blixen does have the 72 round 9mm that I covered over on my main channel with the hollow point. So I don't have the subsonic to keep me off the minimap. Comes through. There's 2 guys here. I'm not sure if they're the same team or what, but you can see as they come out, and this is something that I see a lot of people have issues with, is prioritizing targets, right? As I come through, I only really saw this dude. My teammate's name threw me off. So the one that I'm going to be aiming at is this first one, but then they have their back towards me. So I immediately switched targets to the second guy. You can kind of see that. And that just comes through practice and decision making and being able to react quick enough. So you can see initially I didn't realize this wasn't a teammate, because the name, you know, everything happens fast, right? So you can see again, I'm focusing on here. And this guy is going to be my next target because this guy has his back to me and that is less of a threat. And you can see that ends up paying off. I switch, get the down, and then I'm able to get the down on the other guy who's running away. And target acquisition is something that takes a long time to get situated. And then also on the map now, I've seen that there is a guy right here, and that is, am I an immediate threat? I'm giving the call out and turning around, and then you'll kind of see how my body language changes as a result of that. You can see I'm already kind of pre-aiming where they're going to be, which is likely this doorway or that opening. They're going to hard press. They decided to end up backing off. They ended up moving away, so it didn't end up coming to it, but I'm able to thirst the guy and then get away from there. And that guy's in that building, last alive. Normally, if you're trying to go for a little bit more kills, you usually call out last alive so your teammates do not get that last kill. So it'll give an opportunity for their teammates to land in, and then hopefully you'll be able to rack up a few extra kills as a result of that. So I decided to loot this guy back up. I see this guy landing in. I probably should have had my STG out. They're both landing up top. I'm saying, hey, yep, they're both on the roof. He's coming up. I'm like, okay, where's this guy at? I'm kind of like pre-aiming where it's going to be. I hear the footsteps. I get an easy kill. This guy wasn't plated. And then now we can see that there's two down low. And I'm like, hey, we need to get these guys down low. Let's get them. So I'm taking an angle where I'm thinking that maybe they're at. I see one. He's going to get his loot. Should be able to get him right here as he's coming through. I got the one kill. I did not get the throwing knife. I'm looking for where the other guy is. It threw me off again because if you look at this, my teammate's name is like right next to this dude. If I had better target acquisition and if I recognize what my teammates operators are, then maybe it would matter. But this is why I end up getting, because I didn't think that that guy was a threat. I even take a little second, and by that time it's a little too late. Teammate comes in, gets the clutch, shoots him in the back, and then is able to get the res off with the self-revive included in there, so it's a little bit faster. So I get plated. You can see the vehicles coming through. I do ping this guy where he's at. I say he's in that building over at headquarters. I can see that there is a guy down here, and I see the other one on the right. That one's going to be a little bit easier target. I leave him alone. Hopefully he doesn't have self-revive. And then I'm focused on this one here. I want to kind of draw him out. He's going to get that cluster notification. My teammate's down low, and that allows it so my teammate's not going to get destroyed. That guy might have self-revived, and it might have been the same guy that ended up downing my teammate. But there's another guy up on the roof here. I was debating on trying to take something here, but I did not have a gas mask. And then I also got spotted rotating back over again, making the smart play. The aggressive play was to essentially full send this area and try to get on top of this building and just stay over there. But this is really hard to do without a gas mask, because normally I'd want to come through over here, jump up on the box, and then come up on the roof, and then come through all the way around. So that's how I'd love to do it, but it doesn't end up working that way. I peek, get a little bit of extra plates, and then I rotate up to what I would consider a power position. But I ended up having to get kind of like in bad luck because my teammates both died. So I have to play a little bit more passive, just play my life. Peeking, making sure that I'm not seeing anyone that's going to kill me or anything. Just wait it out. And then the teammate comes back, because that a lot of times is what's going to cost you matches. Like most of the time when I'm playing, I'm winning pretty much almost every match because I know when to slow down, when to speed up. I go through here. That guy was focused on the other guy he just killed. And then now I'm pre-aiming it because there's 3 guys here and they're all on this level. You can see that they're all right here on the mini-map, and you'll see it kind of play out. They're all right there pulsing. I'm just pre-aiming it in case they decide to push. They just threw that snapshot, so now I got to back off. I decided to take an awkward angle. You can see the guy was down low. I didn't see him when I was playing, though. I missed him. And then I see him there. I end up taking him out. And then now we have another one over here on the mini-map that he isn't a direct threat, but he will likely push me. He's last alive, at least within my peripheral vision. And then you can see that, like, I would have to zoom out to see if maybe their teammate was on a different part of the map. But you can kind of see how that is. I'm backing off as this guy's moving. My teammate got downed over there. He just got res. And then I peeked that area to see if they're pushing from the lower end. And then I'm rotating back through to see if I can get a different angle. I thought I heard footsteps on the left. I heard the footsteps there pretty loud. I don't want to make any noises. Kind of sucks because I'm open on the right side. I jump up. There's the guy. End up taking him out. Relatively easy kill. Get the throwing knife. And it doesn't look like any of their teammates are nearby. We didn't get a pulse anywhere on the minimap. So if they did have teammates, which they did, because they weren't, you know, a team wipe or anything like that, they're just so far away that it becomes an issue. You can see that this guy is down low. He just called in that cluster or whatever by my teammate on the roof. And they're going to be rotating in. The other guy's over here. I'm like, where they're at? Can you give me some intel? Who's shooting you? That type of stuff. And the teammate just got a kill over there. That was a team wipe. My teammate, Blue, is pushing through the building. He's going to come out and try and res our teammate that's down on the other side. I'm listening to the footsteps because, again, I don't want to make a lot of noise. And this is more of the correct way. If I was just full aggro, I would have just sprinted up, and then hopefully I know where the guy is and gun him. You can hear him on the right. Easy kill. He had no clue I'm there. With the TTK, even though they upped it, it's still pretty fast. And then here's where I go super... this is probably the most aggro play I make, and you can see it on the minimap. As soon as I get the thirst, you can see it's pinging on the minimap. That means that guy has ghost. And then there's another guy on this part of the map on the far side. You can see the outer edge. So I know that there's a guy directly in front of me. And this could be the green smoke is probably one of those buy stations. So I'm assuming that the guy is on the roof. He could be on the bottom for all I know, but I go full sending as if I am going to be shot at from this side of the roof. So that's kind of how I choose to challenge that. So I see two of them and I'm like, oh shoot. And then there ends up being a third. So there's 1, 2, and then there's like a third. So I'm like, this is a horrible spot for me. I don't know if they're all together or what's going on. I got the down, which is clutch, and then I got another one injured. The line of sight is broken, so I push up, try and take a different off angle where they're not going to be looking at, and then I'm able to kind of creep up to see if I can get a kill. I wasn't sure where the guy was. I'm pre-aiming, kind of like centering where it's at. I get the down there. I use this heady as a head glitch, and then I'm able to take out basically all of them right there. I was able to rack up those kills. Based off of those. So I was able to get the 2 kills. See, I come through and you kind of see it play out a little bit in real time. I don't know where the guy is, but I kind of have an idea where they would be sitting. I thought that he was rezzing the guy, but that guy looked like he was plated. So I was able to get both of those kills. I call in that little pulse, and then now I'm able to rock and roll, right? Like, get out of there. I get fully looted again. Probably could have plated before I grabbed that. This thing I could have grabbed. I didn't even realize in the moment that that was like something that would have tons of loot. You can see a couple people landed up top on there. And what I'm doing is, in reality, I'm really looking at this bounty right here. This is what I was trying to look at, which should be in this area. But when I jumped up, I happened to notice that there's a guy right here in this vantage point. So kind of what's happening is I'm like over here, and then I happen to scan it and I see that the guy's there. And then that's what I decide to take out because he's right in the open. Looks like he goes to the buy station, get instantly deleted, downed, and wiped at 100 meters with this no recoil STG. So I'm looking to see what's going on. We do have a fire sale. I'm sitting on 10K. My teammates are like, hey, do you want us to slow down? I was like, no, I'm good. I got 14 kills. But it still ends up working out. So there's a guy up top there. I don't really see exactly where he was. It looked like he may have been like on this right side of it. We have UAVs. We'll go ahead and kind of look at this. I want to get an overhead view of the map to kind of find out exactly where these guys are because it's a 3v2v1. Getting all the different stuff we have, utilizing my money. And then now I can see, okay, there's a guy over here at Bio. We'll kind of see what's happening. There's 2 over there at Bio. I'm peeking. Mounting is your best friend, even though the gun doesn't have recoil. What's better than having no recoil? Even less recoil. So the guy did land over here. My teammate's pinging it over here on the loadout. So it should be a relatively easy kill if I'm able to catch him off guard. So the guy is down low. We can see that. And he's just standing there. My teammate just pings him. And then this guy's still right behind. So what I got to do is focus on this guy because he has to come out of here either this way or this way. Most likely, if it was me, I personally would go from here and I would go into this doorway that's behind there. I would go underneath. Or you can go this way and go through the window, but that is not safe. The first play is definitely the right play. And then I got to kind of keep a lookout over here to see if this guy is going to peek me or what that guy's game plan is with this situation. So teammate live pinged him again. He's kind of like really tight in there. And then as soon as I almost got him, but I'm going to go to get this thirst. But look at this. So this guy right here has to come out this way because of the gas, and he's going to come directly into me. So I could just hug the line on the mini map, and the guy has to run into me within the next 30 seconds. So easy play. Will be very easy to just hold this guy and get an easy kill. I saw that he cut across to the right, just waiting for the kill. He has Serpent, which basically means he's low health, and gets the kill there. Team wipe. If I waited a little bit longer, if like I really wanted to min-max, with 15 seconds left, I could have just left them alone and wait for the teammate to come in. Likely not going to be able to get a loadout because their loadout was already there. And then I would be able to get 1 or 2 more kills because they would be respawning with essentially whatever the gun you spawn in with at this point in the map. Getting hit markers. This guy was so one shot. It's like, what the heck? So I'm able to beam him there, get the thirst, mount up, trying to get this other one, but the guy's a little too far. And this is perfect. The zone is collapsing on us, so should be in a good spot. Unfortunately, my teammate pushes there with the helicopter, which gives them a helicopter. I said, you know what? Instead of worrying about these ones, I'm going to worry about the solo, because the solo should be relatively easy to kill, because it's going to be like a 1v1 versus over here. These people have the high ground. They're going to have to jump off. I just have to be aware of this area, like all this area on the right side of the map that's likely going to be shooting me as I come across. So we still have 40 seconds before the zone has to move. You can see I pre-aimed to the right. I'm continually moving from cover to cover. So even if I was going to get shot from that side, I have at least something to work with. This guy, I just beam him as he's rotating across. Luckily, I get the down. And then nobody's going to be able to res him. Easy enough kill. I'm looking. Now, I kind of have a bad angle here. My teammate just kind of like, I'm like, they're right there on that. And then this guy's up top here. They end up getting the helicopter because my teammate went up there. So now I'm a little bit nervous about that. This guy is like, that's one of the things with the SDG. It's reliable, but it does not melt nearly as fast as like the NZ41 or whatever. So I got the down there. The guy's pulling off the res. I come through, kind of pre-aiming where it's at. I got the down, the thirst, and there's still the guy in there. And you can see the other pole. So that pretty much leaves this last guy. 2 of us left, 2v1.
We're all here. Take up.
So the guy in the heli, the other guy's rotating. We do have a little bit more of the positioning. I'm kind of pushy up here. I don't think there was anyone still left over there, but I do have an eye over there to see what's going on. I break this dude's plates. Somebody just got bought back. I think my teammate just bought somebody back. That guy jumped out of the vehicle there. My teammate got the down. I already got the 20, so now we're just kind of like, where's the last guy? And a relatively easy kill. If you're interested in more of these, please let me know. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.